Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your hosts, Matt McGregor and Tone Vase. Good morning, Tone. How are you, mate?
Morning. I am doing great, and still not going to make the announcement of what I purchased. We'll do it next week.
All right. Well, we didn't do a show yesterday. Nothing much happened, but it's worth mentioning because today is the 31st of July, the last day of the month. So let's go into the charts. I'll go first, as is customary. Am I lagging? It feels like I'm lagging. Or
Just go. We'll deal with it as we go.
All right, so I'll be really quick then, if that's going to be a laggy kind of show. Look, we are 10 and a half hours away from getting the highest monthly close of all time, as you can see right here on the charts. Couldn't be happier. The monthly looks fantastic, right? It doesn't look like there's been any turbulence whatsoever. I love the monthly. Some of the oscillators on the monthly, starting from the MACD, look at that, straight line up, absolutely magic. Oh, wait a second. I just restarted my computer, so stuff's jumping up on my page. I don't know if you can see that. Let's have a look at the EXA. Another monthly, it's crossed over to the bullish side. Nothing to report on that. Looks fantastic. Let's go and have a look at the divergence on the weekly. So that's nothing. But anyway, I like that anyway. Nothing to report on the EXA. It's been struggling a bit since we have been in this consolidation, but let's just hope this rounds. There's nothing to report on the monthly. The monthly is what it is. There's nothing to chart. It just looks great. I'm very, very satisfied with the monthly position. The weekly is where it starts to get more interesting. We've been staring at this divergence, and it hasn't crossed yet, so we just got to keep our eyes on that. Oh, my God. All this stuff's popped. Can you see all this stuff on my screen right now popping up?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. I don't need this for now. Sorry. I mean, can you see like because I restarted my computer, so like all the applications are all popping up?
No, we don't see them. I only see a chart. Well, like if there's anything popping up in front of it, we don't see that.
All right. Well, I'm seeing a lot of it. Give me a second. It's all gone black. What is this? What the fuck is this?
Right now we see a weekly chart.
Yep. I'm getting like a million pop-ups here. Yeah, all right, the weekly time frame. Here we go. Great. The week's been nothing, just right in the middle, and there's nothing to say on the weekly either. I still like this posturing of like consolidation at the top. The MRI count's still fine. There's nothing. The daily is the most interesting because we're still smack bang in that range. This range is just becoming a real thing, and even yesterday, we got below these lines that I drew in here, these parallel lines, and once again was put in a high low, stayed above the 30 simple moving average. No problem on my end. Fantastic. Right now, we're above and below, right on that 7 simple moving average. It is smack in the middle of that range. It's going to have to make up its mind at some point. The longer it takes here, the more the power, the breakout to the upside or downside is going to be. I'm still optimistic that we're going to break out to the upside, and anything that comes down, I think will get bought up pretty quickly. I'm not worried at all about this being the end of the bull cycle. There's nothing to think about in that respect yet. That's ridiculous. We'll deal with that when it comes to it. But as it stands, I love the weekly time frame. There's no issue at all on the weekly time frame. It's going to be interesting to see when the stock market opens up what we're doing here, because right now, I mean, you can see that range once again. Every time we get below it, we get above it. Blah, 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 blah. Now I'm really happy because the 200 simple moving average is really coming up strong. So I do see a possibility of getting a really good buy inside that 200 simple moving average. And if we can keep consolidating, the 200 simple moving average might actually meet the price, which would be really, really quite good, because that gives us a really good launching spot to jump off once we get back inside that wave, get bought up, and especially if we can come back up and it gets inside that channel. I love that. I would see that as the channel is about to get extinguished. If that 200 simple moving average comes inside that channel, I would see that as the floor, and then we've established long enough consolidation that we're ready to break out. So coming back to you right now, Tone, there's nothing for me here. I've got nothing to chart. We've been stuck in a zone for the better part of 2 weeks. what do you want to say? The price is exactly where it was when we did the show 2 weeks ago. But that being said, all our bots, I think all the bots are in trades right now, and they're about break even. So they're expecting a good breakout as well. So, and as am I. So please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, join the Discord group. Links in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for one of our great exchanges. It's free to join the group. It's free to use the bots. All of that. You just have to use either BitGet or Blowfin, and you're in. All right, Tone. You see anything more than I see? I don't see nothing. Just consolidation.
All right, let's go and take a look. As you said, we are about to close at a brand new monthly closing high. The body of the candle is more than 50% of the range of the candle, which means not only are we closing at a new all-time high, the candle itself is a bullish candle. And that makes a huge, huge, huge difference, okay? We can go backwards and we can see that the last time we had a similar candle, it was the green star candle back in May, and we had two more green months of upside after that. We did have a very similar candle to this back in January, and we did follow that with a red candle. So it's not always true, but I do like these candles that don't create a big wick at the top. Let's just say the current candle is better than the two candles that we were getting back in January of 2021 and February of 2021, even though they also led to more upside. A monthly candle like these two is a lot more concerning for me than a candle like we are about to get later today, unless there is an outright crash. Let's go to the weekly scale. The weekly scale is completely consolidating. I want to see this week close as a new weekly closing high. I really want to see that. I don't care about the all-time wick high on a weekly candle, but I do want to see us close above last week's candle. Last week's close was 119,492, and we still have 3 more days to do it. I think it's possible. We are getting closer to the weekend now, so and as you guys know, I'm a believer that the weekend drops the price a bit versus making it rise. So the odds are slightly against us, but it is certainly possible. Now, the daily chart. Now, when Matt pulls up the chart, and I'm like, wow, this is a complete consolidation range. But for some reason, when I pull up the chart, I'm forcing a bullish triangle into it. And it looks really, really good because it's completely inside the tone-based rules on trend lines. You touch the maximum number of candles without breaking any of their bodies. So this triangle is perfect. Matt, your thoughts?
I think that you're dreaming. I think that will explain better.
So, so yesterday, or we didn't do a show yesterday. So on Tuesday, I said that, man, we are on our 9th life here to maintain this pattern. And somehow we managed to get into a 10th life because everything was broken down yesterday with the Fed having their announcement. And yet here we are still inside a bullish ascending triangle. So somehow we're maintaining it. Like this can't last. We get one more lower close on a daily and it's over. We're also already below the 20 period moving average, which is about to, it's flatlined now. So it's not going to be hard to get back above it. I am still super optimistic. I think that Bitcoin price is just putting everyone to sleep, and it is ripe for a breakout environment. So I am bullish here off of this triangle. Someone in the comments said about a 4-hour MRI top. Let's go and take a look. We can drop this thing. I don't see a 4-hour MRI top here. Maybe they were looking at a specific exchange, and these candles are closed at slightly different prices. I don't see the 4-hour doing anything interesting at all. The 1 hour chart is doing something interesting. It is dropping into market open. Market open is in 7 minutes. I don't think we're going to be with you guys for market open. I don't have much to say on this situation. I'd rather talk about what happened yesterday. So yesterday we had uh, a 10 a.m. rise, followed by an 11 a.m. drop, followed by a massive drop with Powell speaking and the Fed. I didn't listen. I just don't care because Powell is gonna get fired, and he refuses to lower the interest rate. So Trump will have no choice. Well, he has a choice, but Trump is passing a bill that would add somewhere between $3 and $23 trillion to the deficit with this bill. It's a minimum of $3 trillion added to the deficit. But the government always underestimates the bad shit that they do. So it's going to be somewhere between 3 and 23 trillion, and he needs to lower the interest rate in order to refinance the 38 or whatever debt that the US government, federal government has. He has to refinance it at a lower interest rate. Otherwise, the United States economy is going to blow up on Trump's watch. Or, whoever takes over after him, and we'll see how that election goes in 3 years. In any case, Trump needs to get rid of Powell and replace him with another yes man as what seems to be the trend in the current Trump administration. Now, if he can't find a qualified yes man, he'll put in his nephew or his grandson or I don't know whoever into that position, because the president gets to choose the head of the Federal Reserve. So I'm expecting by end of this year for there to be a new chair of the Federal Reserve who will immediately lower the interest rate to help Trump, because that's how politics works. And Powell did not lower the interest rate. He shouldn't lower the interest rate. I agree with Powell, but the market wasn't happy that he wasn't lowering the interest rate. And it dropped. And the economy is still doing okay, so we went back up. And this morning, I'm not too concerned about this. We have a new line in the sand here. I'm really like where this MRI support line is, 117,300. The moment we fall below 117,300 on an hourly close, I think we're done. I don't think we're going to rally from there. So we need to avoid going down there, and we have 30 minutes before the 10 a.m. reversal, and I do think that the market should hold 118. I really do think we should hold 118 on this one. And the 10 a.m. reversal should be coming. No need to talk about the cycle. This is Bitcoin dominance. I was on a Russian-speaking channel, Crypto Commons, and we were discussing it. I think this is a nice reversal here of Bitcoin dominance on the daily. And once we break out above 67, I think Ethereum is cooked. Like fried chicken, basically. Gold's hanging in there. Just like Bitcoin, putting everybody to sleep. And I think gold's going to break out. Oh, what a beautiful silver trade. Holy shit, Matt. You got to jump in here and talk about this here. Is Matt still on? Oh shit, Matt's gone. Man. Oh wait, where was this? Look at this beautiful silver trade. Didn't I say dump your shitcoin? Didn't I say dump your shitcoin? Oh, where was it? I'm already fucking everything up. Hold on. This is where it was. Wow, look at that. Look at that beautiful silver trade. I'm going to move this over one because this is where I would have been entering the trade. What a beautiful... Oh, man, I can stare at this all day. I did not take the trade. I'm just... I just don't want to spend... I don't want to sit in front of a computer, guys. I'm enjoying my relaxing summer. I didn't even know silver did this. So cool, though. Beautiful to see. All right. I'm gonna stop admiring my work. That was a Picasso style analysis of silver, by the way. And that wasn't a guess either. That was a calculated. That was one of the rare situations where I would short at the top. I almost never short at the top. You guys know me. I always like to go long at the top. It's rare I would go short at the top. And oil, look at oil rise as well off the MRI buy. And S&P 500, this is a 10-minute chart. And this is what happened yesterday. This was the crash on Jerome Powell's statements and the recovery late in the day. I'm curious where we're going to open. We did open. Look at that beautiful rise. And that is a new all-time high, folks, in the S&P. But we are dropping here. We are dropping at the open. But I think we're going to recover. This is a perfect setup for a 10 a.m. reversal. The 1 to 4 candle correction is over. We had a daily MRI top. We corrected 1 to 4 candles, and now it's time to enter the countdown phase. We are entering the countdown phase. Beautiful. Let me open one thing on the MRI. I want to see how many extensions there are. There they are. So only the A is currently happening right now, but that's okay. And there is another C13 extension in the background. Okay. So the S&P is looking good. I don't mind this early morning pullback. It just sets me up for a 10 a.m. reversal. Is Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin will be dropping because the S&P is dropping. And I think we're going to hold 118. I mean, we may drop a little bit below 117, but I mean, below 118, but I think we're going to hold it here. If I was in a 4-hour trading contest, I would be probably buying this 5-minute MRI buy right here. 5-minute MRI buy, 10-minute MRI buy. Well, 10-minute will take a while. 5-minute. Maybe I'd go down to the 3-minute, 1-minute. I'd be trying to time it here. Now, it's not in my window. I never trade in the first 15 minutes of market open. So I'm not entering anything until 9:45. But if we're at 9:45, I think we're gonna reverse. I'm not gonna be with you on this stream, but you never know. Well, actually, I do know. I'm not gonna be with you on the stream, guys. S&P is at, like I said, new all-time high this morning on the S&P and in the futures markets. It looks great. We're looking great. What do I have here? Oh, yeah, because we were talking about shitcoins. Litecoin is going to go down. Ethereum is about to start going down. It can't keep going up. That's not how Ethereum works. Ethereum has a model that devalues it. It's kind of like the Venezuelan bolivars. Similar model. It only has one direction, down, versus Bitcoin. So eventually it's going to continue on its proper path. Just like Solana and Cardano. All right, guys. That is it for me. One more look at Bitcoin 1-minute chart. Maybe I'll wait 20 more seconds here. Yeah, if we get to one more MRI buy on a 1 minute, oh, that would be tempting. That would be tempting. Oh, there it is. There it goes. 3 minute. Yep. One more MRI buy on a 1 minute, 3 minute. Well, ideally 3 minute and 5 minute. 5 minutes. Let's wait till this candle's over. It's got 50 more seconds. Still too early for me to enter a bullish trade. Can't do it. Yeah, I mean, it broke 118, but it didn't really break 118. Like, it's not exactly what I call a break. Also, again, time matters more right now. Like, I don't care if we're at 17.8, right? Like, 17.8 is 18 to me. It's when we start going below 17 and a half. That's when it's concerning. But I like this. I want to see it go down into 10 a.m. Because I can't, like I said, I can't enter my bullish trade yet. It's too early. Too early. Too early. I'm expecting us to hold 118 on the hourly. I'm expecting this hourly candle to pull back up. Well, with this candle may close below 118, but I'm expecting next hour to be back above 118. I'm expecting this vicinity to hold. My concern is breaking the MRI support line on an hourly basis. Then I throw in the towel. Anything in here, for me, that's holding 118. I think we're starting to reverse here a bit. Right, so there's the 5 minutes. We're on a 7. I would love to see 2 more candles after this one, taking us to like 17.7, and then going long at 17.7 at 10 a.m. Let's see if that happens. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to start going up before that. I think the S&P is about to reverse. Silver will still go. I mean, you know what? I would be happy with my silver trade, and I would take my profit. I mean, maybe I would set a stop loss. I would raise that stop loss. I would, lower that stop loss to the top of current candle. Maybe even the top of the current candle's body. That's where my stop loss would be on silver now. So, with just one futures contract, I would now be making almost $10,000 on one contract. And I never traded one contract. I always traded at least 2, so I can take half profit. On 2 contracts, that's 18 grand right now. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. In like 5 days, that's a good work week. That's where my stop loss would be right now. Where's the S&P? Yeah, the S&P is starting to... still going down. Still going down. That's okay. That is okay. Yep, there it is. I knew it was going to be a stretch. See, I still can't enter the trade. It's still too early. I need it to go down into 10 a.m., not reverse at 9:35. It's reversing too early. Yeah, there it goes. It's reversing a little too early. So because it's reversing too early, it can rise into 10 a.m. and then I got a dilemma. Shit. I wish it would have kept going down for like 5 more minutes, and then I would have considered entering. Anyway, guys, you get the point. You've seen enough of my 10 a.m. reversal videos. I do need to do a political video on my channel. Lots of shit's going on. And also Cambodia, Thailand, both countries I like a lot. I was flying between the two my last trip in Asia. Now I can't even do that if I go back to the region. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I will see you all probably tomorrow. Ah, and there goes Bitcoin. Look at that. Ah, I called it. I couldn't trade it, but I called it. Damn it. Well, I hope you guys took the trade and made money. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.